Well, hey Cancer, how about a reading from your metal dog here? First Saturday is going to be Cardinal Sign Day, so I'm just checking in with the energy of the people that get stuff going. When I think about my collaborations with Cancerians or Aries or Librans or Capricorns, there's definitely people that get it going, get me out of thinking and pondering and into action. And your card is the Chariot, Cancer. So let's see here. I'm going to pull a card from what has always been for me Cancer's deck, the Good Tarot. And we'll use this as an oracle to kind of just see what is going on with you, and then have a little 4-card reading about what is ending, what is coming in, your strength, and what the tarot wants you to know, like the wild card. And then we'll clarify that and see what we can see. The messages have been pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck here and get into your reading. Okay. First of all, we get the Fool. Are you starting a new journey, Cancer? That's a beautiful, magical Fool. It's almost like you hear the call of that trumpet from that beautiful fairy person. You're being called to a new journey. Wonderful. And on the bottom, just one card. 4 of Air. Card of going alone, reconsidering your thoughts, your beliefs. Simple. This is your journey. You're being called from a time of quiet healing. Your mind in particular, 4 of Air, it's your mind. You've been healing, and you're being called to a new journey from there. Let's see, what does that mean? Let's find out more. So the first card, what is ending? You're coming from blue times into magical, I want to rhyme, new times. And it's going towards the past. Is that true of you, Cancer? I think of Cancerians as having nostalgia. Like I'd say the past calls to you quite a bit. So since the Fool's actually looking, she's on the table, and she's looking backwards to the past. So it's like she's calling you up towards this journey from the past. And behind her is this healing card from the 4 of Air. This blues. Yeah. So that's what I feel like she's calling you from: sorrow at the past, healing from the past, stuck in the past. I used to be very nostalgic. You know, I loved my childhood in ways. Let's see. We'll ask. Let's ask the tarot, because I don't know. I'm just a reader. Okay? So what is ending? Let me shuffle this. I've shuffled quite a bit, but I feel... Oh, the Devil and the Hierophant are on the bottom here in the split. That's uncomfortable. Okay, what is ending? Let's cut the deck, lay these cards out, see what's happening, Cancer. Okay, what is ending? The Prince of Wands. This is a very passionate, willful action. The Knight of Wands. Fiery, lustful, courageous, full of willpower. You know, you can just see how he's on this phoenix rising from the ashes, I think, leaning forward. So this has been You've already been feeling a huge amount of willpower and momentum in the past, and that's ending to be replaced by what's coming in. 5 of Wands, still willpower, lots and lots of ideas, creativity, competition, a little chaotic. So we see you on the table here, Prince of Wands, riding towards a 5 of Wands. Let me keep looking. Your strength, what you're bringing to this situation. 7 of Discs, your ability to work hard and to be patient. Like she's raking this strange landscape full of, it's like ancient ruins, but she's just stuck there with the vines growing on her rake from this one head. Such a bizarre 7 of Discs. So 7 of Discs is, it means you put the work in and you wait for the fruits of your labor, and you can, it can be a stuck feeling. And I've said before in readings for you, Cancer, from the outside, from my Scorpio more impatient place, like it looks like so much slower. It looks like nothing's happening. And so I think your patience is a strength here. It's funny though, because it's showing that you had like a lot of momentum, but then you're kind of like confused. I saw this when I was shuffling. The 7 of Cups came up a lot. So it's like there's a lot of projections and illusions with that. I don't know if it'll come up again, but it just made me wonder, like, and because we see the 4 of Airs, you in your head, it's usually a healing way to go into your mind, because you change your mind from a 4 of Air. But we shall see. Let us keep looking. The tarot wants you to know the Devil, which we saw in the split. So there's something that you're not aware of, it's hidden from you, or that you're not looking at. And the Devil is an opportunity to face some kind of idea. 4 of Air, there's ideas need to change. There's an idea that you have that is holding you back. It's usually an idea like, I'm not good enough, I can't. It's a self-defeating idea. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I feel all of these cards here. I feel your Chariot. Like you want to ride forward. You've got all that Chariot cardinal starter energy, but then you kind of get snarled up here in a kind of chaos. It may involve others, but because it's happening in Medusa's head here, it looks like you up in your mind. There's a number of indications that you've been racing forward, but then you just got stuck in your, it's not, the up in your mind is Swords, right? So this is Wands, but because it's happening, you can see her eyes. She's like, this card makes me think there's some kind of, you're not sure of what wand to grab hold of as you charge forth. And so I notice her rake is a wand, and it's kind of, she's chosen one, and it is your strength to keep working, keep trudging. But there's something here that is self-defeating too. Could be an addiction. Somebody else's, yours, your addiction. Devil can always mean that. It can be your codependence, somebody else's. Could be ideas in the world. For me, it's coming in as there's some ideas that are defeating you and causing you confusion. Bottom of the deck, I cheated and already looked at this, is the Sun. So it's wonderful. This Fool is calling you towards authenticity and happiness. This is seeing things in the clear day. It's a beautiful underlying energy here. And it makes me think of of this energy of the Fool, that you're being called by this one towards this. Who is this one? This Fool. And this is you. This is where you are. And this one is calling you. Yeah. Okay, let's keep looking. All right, Prince of Wands. Also like the player. But it's just coming in like the Chariot for me. And then you get blocked by the Medusa hair. Okay. Turned into stone. And then, yeah, turned into stone. And there's all the stone people that looked at Medusa's face. Okay. Prince of Wands. Two of Cauldrons. Justice. True love. A beginning, a young love. Discontent, leaving. Spiritual journey, emotional discontentment. And there's that 7 of discs that you have as your strength. This is what is ending. You've been working hard on moving on from, you have all the energy and all the will, and you've been willing to do all the work to move forward, to move on, because there's a cup missing for you to feel fulfilled. And you've been working towards that, like the Prince of Wands, like with passion, with your heart. And you're just like, when am I going to feel different? When am I going to get the fruits of this labor? Okay. It looks like this somehow is what you're moving away from. An idea of love, an idea of justice. But there's the cup, the heart, something is missing. And you've been working at it like crazy, right? Okay. So what's coming in? Looks like a little bit of creative chaos. Lots of ideas, willingness to do whatever. But which thing to do? Listen to the Fool. Whoever that Fool is, listen to them. Okay. Same card, 5 of Rods. There's a Queen. There's a little page. There's, I think, of the 6 of Pentacles guy, and then there's the Court Jester, the Fool. They're all got a wand representing an idea, or a sort of, let's do it this way. No, let's do it this way. That's what the 5 of Wands feels like. Maybe it can mean that a lot of people are giving you advice, conflicting advice. I like to think that it's like sometimes activism feels this way. It's activism without a leader. It's collective. It's fun. It's creative, and I don't know, it could be a bit rough. There's the King of Cauldrons, the Heart King, deep, emotionally mature person who has a kingdom to look out for, and who is therefore quiet about his feelings. Yeah. He's got his back turned to the chaos of the 5 of Rods. He's outside of that chaos, It's happening in the background. It's kind of like her hair is going crazy, but she's right there in her eyes. It's almost like context and reality. What else? Five of Cauldrons. Grief. What has been lost? Not seeing what is being offered. There's that cup, right? Remember, in the past, you lacked a cup. Here's the cup. This is your Fool. Your Fool is offering you this cup. You're sorrowful. Five of Cups. It's a perspective shift card. Like, I'm looking at what I've lost and I'm not seeing what the gift here. The King here does. Sometimes you do. That's what I think. This is what's coming in, right? So it's like you're in a noisy place, but you're sad all by yourself. And there's this young one, there's this person, the Fool, offering you, calling you with this beautiful Ace of Cups. This is what's happening around you. This is everybody's, it's almost like, it's like we're in this historical moment, right, where we just feel like everything needs to change and lots of ideas and we don't really know what to do. But you're sad in the midst of that. There's something in your heart that is, it feels like this. And then there's this magical Fool calling to you, offering you this. And I feel like sometimes you are like this. Sometimes you take that cup and you hold it and your back's turned towards the chaos. It's like this on the table. This is happening all around you. And sometimes you take that cup and you feel okay. Wow. And then sometimes you're like this and you don't know to take it. You can't feel it, you can't see it. You just see what you lost. And then all of this world transformation revolution is happening around you. Okay, your strength in this situation is the Seven of Discs. This was here. You're working on, I think you're working on being this person that it's like, okay, I feel it. I have the cup. And you've worked hard on it. You're doing all the right things. You're being really responsible. You're staying grounded. You're being patient. This is an ability that you have cultivated because of this Eight of Cauldrons situation where the Two of Cups turns into the Eight of Cups. The cup's missing. The cup's being offered. Okay, this strength. Seven of Discs. Justice. This is your card. This is not your card. Cancer. This is Libra's card. Justice. Balance. This is making me think about all of the activism going on. But it also is you grounded and level. Yeah, and look at this bird. Okay, this bird is the Fool. This one has like rays of sunlight coming out. Remember, the sun is on the bottom of the deck here for you. This is what this is about. This is the Fool, I think, right here, calling to you, bringing justice. And it's like this guy, like it's behind you. Boom, right? Let me see. Let me pull more cards here. I'm getting caught up. There's the Star. Healing. Seeking balance, seeking healing, taking all of the time that you need. We're doing all the work that you need. Ooh, the Lovers. It's a choice, the Lovers, right? It's a divine divinely guided choice, and often in the Lovers, the woman looks to the divine, and he representing the masculine looks to her to know how to act, and so it's the right action, right choice. It's divinely guided, and here's your Fool again, looking upon you making choices that are just, that are healing. Okay, one more is what's hidden from you. Bear with me because it's a very quiet, powerful message that it feels very like there's something, I'm waiting for something. Yeah, it feels like it makes me feel quiet. It's very watery. Yeah, it's like this place with the water in the night. There's a ship out there, observatory tool for watching the stars. She's just pouring her feelings out into the water. Seems very like a strength of yours, Cancer, as the water sign who is so emotionally deep. All water signs are, it's just your privacy. You're going alone to this place to heal. Find balance, to get grounded. And you're being supported by this Fool energy that's around you, that's just this one that holds the cup, right? This one that calls to you to take this journey from this magical place. From the blues, you're in the blues. Okay, let's clarify what's hidden. The devil. This might be helpful. Three of Cauldrons. That's your friends, your community, your heart friends. They again feel like the people around you, like these people, all the craziness around you, like they just feel like your context. I don't know if they're actually coming through. And then there's your heartbreak, Three of Swords. There's been a loss on the battlefield in this version. And Emperor. This is your trap. This is you and your Four of Air. This is what the Fool says come out of there. It is the devil, right? Clarified by all of your friends are having fun while you're having a heartbreak. We see that a few times here on the table. And it's becoming institutionalized for you to look back at this Lovers. Like you are so stuck and you're okay with it. But it's funny because there's this Fool, this angel, this bird, this child with a cup. Like there's something, it's not your friends, like they're making a lot of noise, but through that you occasionally hear it and you take the cup and you're like, I received this message, I received this gift. But it's the Seven of Pentacles is here twice. You're doing this labor. It's almost, you're working so hard on this loss, on this pain, on this discontent, and this Five of Cups. Like, you know you need to heal this, but then you get trapped. It's institutionalized. You've institutionalized your heartbreak. It's under the devil. you're willing to live in it forever. It looks like that to this Scorpio reader, right? Remember, I read you, Cancer, and I have said this before. It's like, you're not going anywhere. And then sometimes I get evidence like you are. It just looks like you're not going anywhere because I just have a different speed from you. Like, this is your Cancerian cardinal energy to the Chariot to get it going. But you've agreed that to just stay healing as long as it takes. And it might take forever. It might be okay to just constantly to stay here. But I want to say, like, it is okay. Like, I support taking as long as you need to heal. You have really cool friends who are like around you, and they're activists. They're fun people. They're just all around you. And you're with them. You're with them, but when you're with them, you're alone with your heartache. And then you're also alone with this Fool, like this call. Call of the Fool. There's a change. Oh, okay. So looking at the bottom of the deck, as we must, to close out this message. Wheel of Fortune. Something's changing. It's on divine time. You don't have to do it. It will heal in time, and it's not your responsibility to rush it. So, okay? Take as long as you need. You're going to take as long as the universe thinks you need. There's dilemma. Two of Swords. An inner battle that you're going through. I can't quite tell what it's about. There's the Queen of Cups. She's very open about her feelings. This to me is like Cancer. This is the emotionally intelligent queen. She's very deep. She's very loving, supportive, nurturing. And then there's the Fool, another version of the Fool. Time to go on this journey and leave this scene, the scene of the baby putting the hand in the fire. And that's also the Fool, right? Like, the Fool is about other people are watching and they're like, that's not the right way to do it. You're going to get hurt. Don't put your hand in the fire, baby. And then you have to learn by putting your hand in the fire. Like, we learn from experience. So the woman is the people who are watching you, and they question what you're doing, but you're called by this Fool. You are the Fool. When you get up in your head is when this is you getting up in your head. And then this is you getting down into your heart. When you're here, you feel good. When you know, I just, like, it's this Fool, and they're around you, and you know it, but sometimes you don't know it. And you know it when you're in your heart, and you don't know it when you're in your head. And yeah, it's like it's making me kind of tear up because sometimes you're just so okay, and you so receive this gift, and it's a leap of faith, the Fool, leap of faith to receive this gift. But the Two of Swords says you're half the time you're in your head unable to believe it. And this is your situation as long as the Wheel of Fortune says. You are willing to stay here, to institutionalize this like the Emperor. That's the devil. this is what's hidden. You are willing to institutionalize this process of receiving this gift and then for getting up in your head and not believing it's there, and then receiving this gift and then not believing it's there. And there's nothing here that says to do anything else than that. This is about your happiness and who you are, being absolutely 100% who you are. You know, you're the Queen of Cups. You talk about your feelings. You talk about that cup. You talk about that fool that calls you, the bird, the little one offering the cup. You talk about the angel, the voice, right? That you hear when you get quiet, even when you're in the chaos of your very fun friends. You talk about it, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just quietly hold that cup, like the king. He doesn't talk about his feelings. There's nothing here that says to do anything else. It's just that the Wheel of Fortune is here, which says it will change. But it's out of your hands when it changes. So that was a pretty cool message for somebody. I hope it helped you with whatever you're going through. And thank you for letting me read your cards, Cancer. It's always like a special privilege to be allowed into what's going on with you, my dear. All right. Have a beautiful day.